So we're talking, obviously this is Amen Radio, and we're talking with Steve from New Found Glory. Steve, you guys are coming out here for the Warped Tour in, I think it's just a few months now.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Cool. Have you played many Warped Tours before in the US? I think you guys are good old veterans of the Warped Tour.
Yeah, I went to the Warped Tour as a fan, the first one ever in '95, which I'm probably dating myself, but whatever. And then New Found Glory, we played the local stage in '97, and then the first '99, and then we went from 2 weeks for 2 years, and then we played main stage, and so we've been a part of it, a bunch of years, and really we have a great time on Warped Tour. And then we actually did the last Warped Tour ever in Australia too. We were on it the last time I was there, so we're excited to be back to come back.
I'm interested to hear you. You said that you played the local stage in 1997. Now that was the year that New Found Glory was formed, which is now 16 years ago, and it's almost the identical lineup now as it was 16 years ago. And I've always been curious because you see bands, kind of come in and out of different members and stuff like that. How have you stayed with the same members for 16 years now?
I just think we're a big family. We're brothers. We all know where this band has taken us and how long it has taken us to get here. We all love what we do. We all love the music. So I just think we kind of don't let the bullshit and the politics kind of take over. We kind of try to make the best decisions we can with what we have and try to do what's best for the band. And I think we all kind of are in it for the same thing. We never thought this band would ever get this far, so we don't really take it for granted, and we kind of always try to keep things fresh and not put out the same record twice, and just try to keep everything, kind of tight knit as a family. So I think that helps us keep us together, keep all this grounded, and makes not people not want to leave. People know, everybody in this band knows that we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for this band. So we take it very seriously, and we just try to keep all the arguments. We try to talk things out instead of. I think we've learned from being in a band for so long that fighting first and arguing first doesn't always help. We kind of let's just sit down and work things out and talk it out, and I think that's helped us kind of stay together and keep close knit.
I like that. Now, in those 16 years, you've released, 7 studio albums, you've released a compilation, a couple of EPs, a whole bunch of singles. This is the first live album. Is there any reason why you waited until now to release the album Kill It Live, or is it just kind of a natural progression?
Yeah, I just think it's timing. I think we've always talked about the fact that we don't have a live record. We just never did anything about it. But I think we always are trying to do things in between our full lengths, like you said, putting out EPs and doing Screen Your Stereo and the split EP with ISHC. We're always trying to do cool things to keep our fans, and trying to keep our band in people's ears. Try not to go away for too long. Because there's so many bands, there's so many people coming and going that we want to keep our fans, and we also still want to keep on gaining new fans. And I think it was about time for us to put out a live record. People always say, you guys are awesome live, and I think, we did it 2 nights at Chain Reaction, which is a really small venue where the kids are really close to us, so it just made it, you kind of listen to the record and you're like, yeah, this is a New Found Glory show. This is what I love about New Found Glory. And, we also recorded 3 new songs, too, to add to the live record, so it also makes it an extra cool thing to kind of make people more excited about the record.
Nice. And I love that you mentioned as well the From the Screen to Your Stereo, because I found number 2 a couple of years ago in a record store over here, and I played it to my girlfriend at the time. I played the song King of Wishful Thinking, but she'd never heard the original, and so she thought when I was playing it to her that I was breaking up with her.
That's funny. Yeah, that was a lot. Those records are a lot of fun to make, when you don't have to worry about writing your own originals and just kind of messing with songs that are already there, but then also kind of making a New Found Glory style. The songs are a lot of fun. Yeah,
and I think that's what is what really captured me about it, is the fact that they're songs that have become New Found Glory songs. They're not just doing the same the same as the original. They've really become pop punk songs, and they're just really, really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
That's it. So now you guys are also veterans of coming out to Australia. You're no every single time I see a lineup for a festival, you guys tend to be on it. So I could call you guys, Australian festival whores, if that's appropriate.
Well, I mean, we try to come like every other year, and we have a really good relationship with AJ, who does Soundwave. So we've been on Soundwave twice. But yeah, we try to, we have a lot of fans in Australia who are always writing us on Twitter and on Instagram and Facebook and just saying, like, when are you guys coming back? So it's, as long as people want to see New Found Glory in Australia, we're going to keep coming back, and we'll be Dirty Horse and play lots of shows there.
we do enjoy Dirty Horse quite a bit.
We do.
We get that from, I think the dirtiest whore I've seen recently is Amberlynn. They tend to be out here about every 6 months. And they won't, I think they won't go away. They're kind of getting annoying now.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that. I don't want to be the annoying band that won't go away. I just want to be the band that you leave the show being like, oh, man, I can't wait to see them again.
Now, the band you are in Australia, though, is you're the band that even these tough, hardcore metal kids will come to your show. Like, I've seen, there's a guy in Australia that's 17'5", and he's a ridiculously tough guy. He goes to all these hardcore shows, but then I'll always see him at the New Found Glory show just bopping away, having fun. I just think you're just one of those bands that you just can't help but enjoy no matter who you are.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what people like about our band is we're universal. You can be anybody in New Found Glory. You don't have to be into punk or hardcore or anything. But, I think we're definitely the type of band that, you go see live and all the hardcore tough guy dudes are, in the back singing along under their breath because they think they're too cool, and all their girlfriends are in the front row, throwing, singing along to every word. And then you get the people who just don't give a fuck moshing around. So I think that's what's good is we do have, a fan base that's made up of a whole different slew of people who listen to all types of music and then all age groups. I mean, the fact that our band still still has young fans coming to our shows and has all the fans that have been coming throughout the years, but still getting new fans. It inspires us. It inspires us to keep it going because, all these kids are still getting into the band now, and it's exciting for them and exciting for us.
And you speak about hardcore kids and stuff like that. As a side project you guys had with the International Superheroes of Hardcore that unfortunately came to an end last year. I was wondering what was was this just a little side project, or was it just something that you just you didn't you only saw as a small thing, or was it just something that you couldn't keep up, I guess?
Well, it was something we originally just did for fun. When we were recording our Coming Home record, we recorded it at Morning Dew, and we would work on New Found Glory songs till death, and then we would just be like, fuck, we just want to write these crazy fast hardcore songs and have fun and joke around, and we recorded them, and then we were playing for our friends and be like, oh, you guys gotta put this out, this is so funny and awesome, and then again, it was a time period in between records, so we're just like, fuck, let's just put this out and then write some New Found Glory songs and put some covers on it and put out an EP. And then people were like, fuck, I want to see this band live. So then we toured, and it was just it was not something we really planned on doing anything with, but it was more for fun. And, I don't think we want to, drag it to the ground. I just think we want it to be, something that was special for that time,
What I'd like to see is 16 years from now when you guys are still kicking around and still being whores down here in Australia, I'd very much like to see the return of Mr. Mosh. If you get a 65-year-old Mr. Mosh, I would be incredibly happy.
or Captain Straight Edge pulling up in a wheelchair.
Sergeant Soy just saluting the people in the vegetable aisles at the supermarket. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it. All right, cool, man. Well, thanks very much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it. Your new album, Kill It Live, is out now in Australia, so make sure everybody goes picks it up. And yeah, we hope to catch up with you when you're down here for Warped Tour.
Okay, cool.
Thank
you so much.
Cheers, Steve.
Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Steve from New Found Glory, and you're listening to AMN Radio.